Welcome to TechGen, where we explore the latest technology, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides to help you make informed tech decisions. What if your laptop could suddenly get desktop-class graphics performance without replacing the entire computer? That's exactly what an eGPU enclosure is designed to do. So, is the Razer Core X V2 external graphics enclosure worth your money? How much performance can Thunderbolt 5 deliver? What graphics cards can you install? And who is this enclosure actually designed for? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. The Razer Core X V2 is an external GPU enclosure designed to connect a compatible laptop, gaming handheld, or other computer to a full-size desktop graphics card. Instead of buying a completely new gaming PC, you can install a separate NVIDIA GeForce or AMD Radeon GPU inside the enclosure and connect it to your computer externally. The headline feature is Thunderbolt 5 connectivity, providing bandwidth of up to 80 gigabits per second. That's up to twice the bandwidth of Thunderbolt 4, giving the Core X V2 substantially more connection bandwidth for high-performance external graphics. In practical terms, the enclosure can turn a compatible portable computer into a much more capable gaming or creative workstation when you're sitting at your desk. And because the graphics card is separate from the enclosure, you have the flexibility to choose the GPU that matches your performance requirements. The Core X V2 supports full-length PCIe desktop graphics cards, including NVIDIA and AMD models. Depending on the specific card, the enclosure supports GPUs up to around 4 slots wide, giving you plenty of room for modern high-performance graphics cards. That makes it especially interesting for people who already own a powerful laptop but don't want to compromise on graphics performance when they get home. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps support the channel. Another important specification is the internal connection. The graphics card operates through a PCIe 4.0x4 interface, while the enclosure communicates with your computer through Thunderbolt 5. This is where the Core X V2 becomes particularly useful. You aren't simply adding another external display adapter. You're connecting an actual desktop-class GPU to your computer and allowing supported applications and games to use that graphics hardware. Razer's own performance examples show how capable the platform can be. With supported configurations, its published testing reaches around 144 FPS in Horizon Zero Dawn, 123 FPS in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 109 FPS in Cyberpunk 2077, and 213 FPS in Shadow of the Tomb Raider under the listed test settings. Actual performance will depend heavily on the graphics card, laptop, game, resolution, drivers, and whether you're using the laptop's internal screen or an external monitor. The enclosure itself measures approximately 421 mm long, 216 mm wide, and 197 mm high, and weighs about 3.92 kilograms. That makes it much larger than a normal laptop accessory, but that's understandable because it's designed to accommodate full-size desktop graphics cards and a standard desktop power supply. And that's an important point. The Core X V2 doesn't include a graphics card or power supply. You purchase those separately. The enclosure supports a standard ATX power supply, giving you the ability to choose a PSU appropriate for your graphics card. Razer recommends allowing roughly 230 additional watts beyond the GPU's requirements for the enclosure and system overhead. This modular approach is one of the most interesting aspects of the Core X V2 because you aren't locked into a built-in graphics card or proprietary power supply. The enclosure also provides up to 140 watts of USB-C power delivery over Thunderbolt 5. For a compatible laptop, that means the same connection carrying data and graphics can also provide substantial charging power, potentially allowing you to connect your laptop to the eGPU with a single cable. The physical installation is designed to be straightforward as well. The enclosure uses tool-free thumbscrews, making it easier to install or replace a graphics card and upgrade your setup later. Cooling is handled by a built-in 120 mm fan, with the enclosure designed around airflow through its ventilated chassis. The Core X V2 supports Thunderbolt 4, Thunderbolt 5, and selected USB 4 devices with external GPU support. That last part is important because not every USB-C or USB 4 port supports external graphics. Your laptop or handheld needs the appropriate eGPU capability. For Windows users, the Core X V2 is designed around Windows 11 with compatible Thunderbolt 4, Thunderbolt 5, or USB 4 hardware. One particularly important detail for Mac users is that M1 and later Mac devices do not support eGPUs, so this isn't a solution for modern Apple Silicon Macs. For compatible Windows laptops and supported handhelds, however, the Core X V2 can provide a very different computing experience. Imagine having a lightweight laptop for travel and school or work, then coming home, connecting one Thunderbolt cable, and immediately getting access to a desktop graphics card for gaming, 3D rendering, AI workloads, or GPU-accelerated creative applications. Compared with buying a traditional gaming desktop, an eGPU setup gives you portability. Compared with a smaller eGPU enclosure, the Core X V2 focuses heavily on supporting large desktop GPUs and standard ATX power supplies. For gamers searching for a Razer Core X V2 review, Thunderbolt 5 eGPU enclosure, best eGPU for gaming laptop, external GPU enclosure, Razer eGPU for RTX graphics cards, or desktop GPU for laptop, the Core X V2 is definitely worth considering. With Thunderbolt 5 up to 80 gigabits per second, PCIe 4.0x4 graphics connectivity, support for large NVIDIA and AMD GPUs, ATX power supply compatibility, up to 140W laptop charging, a 120mm cooling fan, and a modular design. The Razer Core X V2 provides a flexible way to bring desktop-class graphics to compatible portable computers. Whether you're upgrading a gaming laptop, turning a compatible handheld into a desktop gaming system, or adding GPU power for creative applications, the Core X V2 is designed to give your portable computer a serious graphics upgrade without requiring you to replace the entire system. Thanks for watching TechGen. If you found this review helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tech reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. See you in the next video.